Hi, I'm Jed Martin,
I'm Alexis Hong.
I'm Tony White.
I'm Christian High.
I'm Caleb Gray.
and we are on the set of
Ranger.
It's truly been a journey, working on this film with me and my friends, and I've gotten close with them, and even on with the other actors I was with, and cooperating with everybody on doing this. This film really meant a lot to me personally because, my vision for this film was to see the audience realize that the characters in this film can represent, the bad in everybody and the good in everybody. And no matter what you struggle with or go through or what your past is behind you, and you just learn to move on and move forward. And John, Ranger, actually, he learns to fight with his demons and his inner struggle with reality and what he regrets.
Day too long, I'm filming Ranger. How do you feel, Mr. Ranger?
Cold as hell.
If hell were cold.
If hell were cold.
That's exactly right. Hi, I am also the assistant director and chief of editing, Caleb Gray.
That's right.
Me. Holy shit, it's cold.
Yeah.
So this is day 2 of Ranger. We just got done filming some
Awesome.
really awesome combat scenes for the flashback sequence that Ranger has. Working as an editor and assistant director of Ranger has been a very kind of an odd experience. Like, it's not necessarily bad, it's more of just like, it's not an experience that I've had before. There was a lot of traveling done and a lot of budgeting as well. Like, we had a small budget and we managed to make the most of it and stretch out the dollars to however long they can go. And editing it as well and making the film all come together glued really nicely, kind of like a big old puzzle piece and stuff like that. Just make everything fit together. It's very nice to get this sort of under your belt because I've never worked on a film as long as this. Like, most of the films that I've worked on in the past have been 30 seconds, a minute or two long, and 10, 15 minutes at most. And it's been a ride, and I can't say that I haven't enjoyed it.
God, we've worked on this from November to now the early beginning of May, and it's truly been fun. We've had some bumps in the road going through this, and we've had to lay off schedule a few times, but it's been fun doing it, and I personally feel happy with this, and hopefully next 2 films you can see how much more we can do.
Thought the Ranger film was a lot of fun to film. It has a really good storyline, some pretty cool effects for the low budget, and I thought it was really cool.
Well, I liked how I would just be sitting there, working, and then there would just be this, stampede of boys come through, and you'd all be wearing, your outfit and your whatever. But, yeah, I liked that. I mean, I wasn't in the movie, so, I took pictures.
I was multiple characters. At one point I was Salvo. At one point I was just kind of a random guy. I don't remember my name actually. But I had a really good time working on it. It was really fun being a part of this project, especially, getting thrown around by Jed. That was pretty fun. Just having a good time. We did. It was pretty fun to work on the film and just help him out whenever he needed it. So, honestly, I had a really good time.
On the set of Ranger was a very smooth experience. I've worked on several movie sets before this, and in terms of the way people were working in teams, this seemed to flow the most smoothly. I really felt like the idea was clear in this film. I felt like it had been planned out ahead of time. And I really enjoyed working with everyone because they seemed to really be invested in this, and that was something that seemed to be absent in past films that I've worked in. Doing the soundtrack, I really enjoyed because it was something that I hadn't really experienced before. I generally hadn't done anything symphonic for music, and to do that with an action film was quite an interesting experience.
I think Jed's project on Ranger has shown a lot of growth between what they started with in November until now. They've tried to add other elements to the storytelling, the filmmaking process itself. They included a lot of the other students as actors and behind the scenes staff. Caleb has done a good job with what he was doing, and then you had Elijah, and Tony of course added sound and some music, so he should get credits for that as well. And I think they've all learned about the movie making process and the editing and all the elements associated with that. And I think it's a good project for them. I know they're doing Ranger 2. You'll probably see the trailers of that coming out soon.
Yeah, I think that what they're doing cool about the movie is that they're using all of this stuff they have, and they're making it look like a higher budget film with less of a budget, and I think it's cool that they're using their connections with other people that have stuff like Humvees and awesome stuff like that, and like prop guns and everything. It really brings up the production value while not spending a lot of money, and so I think that's what steps this movie apart from the other films that high schoolers do. So yeah, I think they're really taking advantage of everything that they can. So I think the story is really cool because there's a lot of not necessarily openness, but there's a lot of room to kind of grow and become more, and there's room for sequels and stuff like that. I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but there's a lot of room to grow and expand as far as characters and the storyline and everything like that. So I think it's really smart.
When it was 1992, two little kids stealing records, skipping school. We must have been like only 10, taking life for granted till we learned it had an end. Time is something they say you never appreciate till you age, and to this day you never knew I wanted to be just like you. If I this house just ain't a home since our father hit the bottle and our mother hit the road. Time is something they say, never understand it till it slips away. And looking back, I think you knew I wanted to be just like you. Yeah.